Hello guys, I'm Cami. I'm doing my presentation today on abortion, which is the deliberate termination of a human pregnancy, most often performed during the first 28 weeks of pregnancy. So, nearly half of the women seeking abortions have already ended a pregnancy before. 48% of abortion patients were found to have one or more abortions previously. This 2013 rate was the lowest since 2004. The number of abortions dropped by 20% in that time period, while the abortion rate dropped 21% and the ratio of abortions to live births dropped 17% to 200 abortions per 1,000 lives born. So over half of women choosing abortions are under the age of 25. Teenagers accounted for 19% of the abortions reported in 2009, and women aged 20 to 24 accounted for 33%. According to People Concerned for Their Unborn Child, a pro-life organization, this too is changing, however, very slightly, meaning like not that much. The rate for women under age 20 fell to 18% by 2013. Unmarried women account for 2/3 of all abortion recipients. Overall, the abortion rate among unmarried women was 85% in 2009. According to the CDC, this figure remained about the same in 2013. But society's attitudes about out-of-wedlock pregnancies have rapidly evolved since the mid-20th century, when single pregnant women were shunned, sent away, or quickly married off, which explains a lot on why abortion became so popular. Today, being pregnant and unmarried no longer carries the same stigma, but single parenting remains a challenging and undertaking when it comes to childcare or paying for child's expenses. Just a child being alive is very expensive, and that makes sense though. Almost half of all women having abortions live under the federal poverty line. About 42% of women having abortions lived under the poverty line in 2013, and an additional 27% had incomes within 200% of the federal poverty line. This totals 69% of low-income women. The link between socioeconomic status and abortion has yet to disappear. A main reason is unintended pregnancies account for about half of all pregnancies. CNN has reported that between 2006 and 2010, 51% of U.S. pregnancies were unintended, but this figure is actually dropping. It was only 45% during the period from 2009 through 2013. The study of almost 2,000 pregnancies were conducted by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. So the gift of life, in my perception, is to protect it and to cherish it. So before birth, which this is the main thing that really makes me have a real eye-opener about abortion, is before birth, a child is legal to kill. But after birth, it becomes illegal to kill. Now, if you really think about it, that doesn't make sense, and that proves that a child should have the standpoint to decide whether it wants to live or die. That is a human life. And I believe that when someone is being born, that even you, for say, like your parents let you live. And I mean, you got to think about it this way. Like, human life is opportunity and a blessing, and I believe a gift from God. And I don't think it should be taken from anybody against their will, no matter what. And a future lost, like any act of homicide, abortion steals from its victims their future life. You're taking away a whole life. Somebody could do amazing things for this world, and you took away their life. And whether you were able to care for the child or not, there are many resources out there for acts of not being able to raise the child or not wanting the child. There are people, there are places, there are organizations that are willing to take over. I just don't think abortion is the answer. Common abortion fallacies involve poverty, rape, disability, and unwantedness due to do not morally justify abortion. The case in which people get abortion due to rape or being poor or a disability or just not wanting the child, that is not up to you. That is not your choice. The greatest destroyer of love and peace is abortion, which is a war against the child. The mother does not learn to love, but kills to solve her problems. Any country that accepts abortion is not teaching people to love, but to use violence as a way to get away with what you want and the lifestyle you want. That just says a lot right there. When we consider that women are treated as property, it is degrading to women that we should treat our children as property, to be disposed of as we fit. I don't think that with each choice you make is consequences, and with a child, you should not have to punish a human life and take it away to prove that you want something else in life. Your actions made to where you stand point, and even if your actions were unwanted, or if, for say, a case of rape, it is not the child's fault. It is that person's fault, and a child should not have to suffer for that and lose their life. And that's just clear. There will be over 35,000 killed in USA today from abortion. No flags lowered. No presidents crying, no media hyperventilating. It will literally just be a normal day, and lives will be ending. But if those lives were to continue, people would be mourning over somebody they knew, over somebody they loved. But you didn't give the child the chance to be loved or to even have a life or a future or anything. And that just makes me so sad. And if we're going to get on a real note, the reason I am so against abortion is because there are many people that cannot have children. Like, I react to abortion differently for many reasons, not just because of the facts, the statistics, the data, not because you're taking away a human life, but because there are people that would literally die, not literally die, but metaphorically speaking, they would love to have a child. Though I am young, I've had past experiences in my young youth of becoming pregnant 2 times, and I lost the child both times. And I'm not going to cry here on camera, but I really think when you have the opportunity to have a child, when there are people out there that would love the opportunity to give a child a life, I would have not been able to give the child the life as fit, but I probably would have sought adoption for my child because I was still under the age of 18. I was in the foster care system. So I had a lot of homes and I went through a lot of abuse, but I would have been blessed with a child, and I just think it is so sad that people will take away that life when that life is literally a gift from God. And whether my circumstances back then or not were good or bad, I lost 2 children, and I cry about it still today. But I really, really hope people reconsider and look at the facts and look at your own life and think about if you didn't have that life. So let's give people human life when they have it. Don't take it away from them, because that's a gift. A child is a gift, and we need to view it that way. Thank you.